What's up, my lovely people? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create your very own seamless pattern using Canva. And just in case you're not familiar with seamless patterns and what you can use them for, here are a couple of ideas. Gift wrapping is one idea. As you can see, it's not just for Christmas. This is year round. You have to think birthdays, celebrations, anniversaries, all that good stuff. They can be used for gift wrap or a phone case. Seamless patterns can also be used for blankets as well. So it's great for custom blankets. They add a nice personalized touch for any blanket. And these blankets are normally gifts for people, baby showers, best friends, mothers, fathers, whatever it may be. And another idea would be like a custom printed fabric with that seamless pattern. And also another one, I didn't have a tab for it, but also a notebook cover as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first step is to go over to canva.com, and I am using the paid version, Canva Pro. Go to Canva AI on the left side of the screen. Come over here, make sure it says Canva AI. Go ahead and click inside of this window here. Scroll down to image, and now we're going to go ahead and create the graphics for our seamless pattern. And you're probably thinking why I'm not using Canva's graphics. The reason why is because their policies can get a little murky. I don't want any problems with Canva, so I'm going to go ahead and create my very own graphic, and that's what I'm doing right now. I already know the theme I want to do, which is Christmas. So I already have my prompts. I created my prompts using ChatGPT, and as always, if you're wanting the prompts that I create in this video, be sure to check them out in my free community, the Creator Hub, down below. So as I said before, I'm going to go ahead and do some Christmas ones. I've already messed up because I didn't even change the style. So that's my bad. So make sure it's on image. Style is going to be illustration. The ratio is going to be 1 by 1. The first one I wanted to create was a little hand-drawn bow. Next, I'm going to go ahead and create a little snowflake. Let's see how this turns out. I don't want my design or my seamless pattern to look cartoony. Okay, so these came out really nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and create the next graphic. For my pattern, I at least want between 6 to 8 different graphics. Let's see how this one came out. It's supposed to be a cat skiing. Okay, these came out really good. Let's go ahead and create the next one. For my graphics, I wanted to go for a vintage look, hand-drawn illustration. So far, so good. I like this one right here, specifically the second one. Yeah, I like the second one the most. So I want a variation of cats. Last time I tried to type in a certain breed, for some reason it wouldn't generate. Okay, there we go. And I saw that the prompt worked better if I just typed in the color, describe the color of the cat. So this one is good. However, it's not making sense because the cat isn't holding on to anything. Let's check that prompt out. Let's see. Let's generate this one more time. Okay, I like this one here the most. Now I'm going to create an orange cat. And I love the fact that you get 4 different results, so you don't have to go 1 by 1. This one came out cute. The cat has a little sweater on, it has a beanie. But as I'm generating, I also want to make sure they're like cohesive in the colors. Give me one moment. I'm going to go ahead and generate some new ones to make sure they are cohesive with the color palette. All right, I have the new prompts, and these should be more cohesive in the color palette this time around. So let's find out together. Okay, that's the first one. Let's try out the second one, because you don't want your design to look like something you just threw together. This is much more cohesive because the same teal on here is the same shade of teal on here. And the like red orange is the red orange in here as well. We're good to go, so let's go ahead and move on to the rest of them. I'm not in love with this one, so I'm going to move on to the next one. And with these prompts, you can always switch it up. You don't have to use cats. It can be dogs, it can be birds, or not even animals, just something that you're more interested in. Let's see, the one that matches this style that I'm going for the most would have to be this one right here. But the foot placement is throwing me off, so I'm just going to generate another time. Okay, this one looks better. Now let's create a white one. I'm nervous about this one because the background, I don't want it to blend in with the background too much. but it's all about trial and error. Because it's outlined when I remove the background, then it should be okay. For some reason, I think I like this one the most though. And remember, like I said before, the colors are nice and cohesive. This one is questionable, but it's close enough to where it's not like the first batch I did. Like, they're kind of all over the place. They're good images, yes, nice graphics, but they're kind of all over the place when it comes down to matching with each other. All right, I like this one here. These two, like this one's a good one, but for my pattern, it's doing a little too much. This one is doing too much. It's on the borderline as well. And I'm just generating these so I can have options for my pattern. Just because I create all these doesn't mean I'm going to actually use every single graphic that I have on here, on this page. So let's see how this one came out. Okay, so these last two are giving a different type of energy versus these down here, okay? So it's fine. I just need to change the energy. Let's look at that prompt and see. We're back to that cozy aesthetic. That's what I'm looking for. Now let's go ahead and generate the last one and see how this one comes out. Okay, good. This came out with a cozy aesthetic as well. Like, it's not doing a lot. It's not emphasizing the cat skiing downhill super fast in a hurry, rushing, like the other ones are. So I have my graphics now. I'll meet you over in the Canva. Now I have created my 5000 by 5000 pixel canvas. I have all of my images on its own canvas. I'm going to go ahead and click the image, background remover. All right, it looks like it took off too much of the little ski. So I am going to change the background to see and make sure that, yes, that is the case. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on background remover again, go to restore. I'm going to make the brush a little bit smaller, go in here on the ski pad and bring that part back. Oh, it seems like there was never a piece there, so that's why it removed that part. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and move forward. All right, let's go ahead and repeat background remover. All right, so I don't want this little signature here, and I think it probably took away the color of the cat also. Yes, it did. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the stars and this little signature here. Click background remover again and go ahead and erase all of this. Take all the stars off, take that off, take that off, and I'm gonna go ahead and restore the cat's color back. Let's make that a little bit smaller, Doesn't have to be exact. I just want to fill in majority of it because I am going for a vintage aesthetic anyway, right? That should do it. Oh, forgot the pause. Okay, there we go. Good to go. Same for this snowflake. I have two options for the snowflakes, just in case I feel like the other one fits the pattern better for some reason. Now this one should remove the white from the inside of the bow as well. So I'm going to change the background to make sure, remove background, and it should just be the outline of the bow. Okay, there we go. Kind of go ahead and move down, remove this one. Hopefully it doesn't take away too much. Let me change it to black. Okay, and do the rest. Move background. Okay, so for this one, it didn't take away a lot. I guess because a lot of the colors blended in with each other. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go back into background remover and just erase manually. And I could easily just move on to the other image. I just want to use this image, so that's why I am doing this right now. This is the last one. Nope, I have a couple of more. And also a quick little note, if you don't want to create a seamless pattern, these graphics can easily turn into a little clip art bundle. Just an idea. All right, now I have successfully removed the background from all of my graphics I created, and I'm going to go ahead and download it. Go to share, download, 5000 by 5000 transparent background, of course, and click download. And I'm going to go ahead and create my seamless pattern next. All right, cool. They're uploaded. Let's go. All right, so I'm starting off with a 3500 by 3500 of canvas, and I grabbed one of Canva's patterns to just use it as a template to see where I want to place my graphics for my pattern. So I have two of them. This one I grabbed from Etsy, and when you do this, you want to make sure you're not copying. I'm just using the layout, literally only the layout. And what I mean by layout is basically the placement of each graphic. Okay, so you see where the mistletoe is, you see where the goose or duck is, goose I believe, where they're placed, what direction they're placed. That's it. I'm not going in, typing in, okay, let me create a goose and let me create a watercolor mistletoe and put stripes behind. Yes, that is just clearly copying it verbatim. Don't want to do that. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and make this a transparent, not all the way transparent, but just enough for me to place my graphics on top of. And I think I'm going to use at least 4. So let's go ahead and play around with this. First cat, I'm gonna go ahead and place it here. Not the best consistency, but it's okay. The goal here is just to show you how to create a seamless pattern. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this one. Okay. So it seems like this one was probably from the first batch. Okay, this one doesn't match them at all, so I am going to take that off. I already used that. Here's one that, okay, I'm just going to play around with the placement. So this color does not match. What you can do is go up here. Once you click the graphic, Canva allows you to change the color. So let's see what happens if I try to lighten up the color a bit. Let's bring it over. Okay, that works. Actually, let's go ahead and pick a color from this one here. Okay, there we go. That fixes our problem. I'm going to do the same thing for this cat right here. But first, I just want to place them where I want to place them and get that part done with. I mean, this cat and the other cat are basically the same, so I'm taking that one off. Let's see about this one here. It's too cartoonish. It's not really fitting the vibe. This one, yes, but I'm gonna have to change the color of its sweatshirt because that's a no-go. So I'm gonna place it like that. Now let's go ahead and place these. Let me use one of these ribbons here, or bows rather. Duplicate down here. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take them off. I don't know which bow I like the most. I think I like this one better. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace. But this one has a black outlining. Honestly, I can't choose. I'm being indecisive. Let's go ahead and place the snowflake in here. I like this one better. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one out and make it small. Place this throughout my soon-to-be pattern. Smooth the snowflake in here somewhere. And I'm going to change the background color to like an off-white. I'm going to go ahead and move this cat up a little bit. Okay, so now let's go ahead and focus more on the color palette here. I am going to use, I was thinking either this one, this cat here, maybe this one. Okay, I'm gonna use this cat as the color palette choice. So let's go ahead and change this sweatshirt over here to the colors. Use the pick a color tool, and I'm going to go over this one here. And now it has changed the sweatshirt barely. So let's make it a little bit lighter. It barely changed the color. Okay, that's better. Let's change that. Let's go up to this scarf is standing out a little too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the color of this scarf here, if I can, to this teal here. Oh, it changed the whole cat. Okay, that won't work. So what I'm going to do is go to edit, go to adjust, and let's go to saturation and bring the saturation down a smidge because it's just a little too loud compared to all of the other cats' outfits. Okay, that's good. All right, cool. Now what we're gonna do is save this as a PNG, not a transparent background because I wanna keep the color of the background. So I'm gonna go ahead and download that, bring my download back over to Canva. And now I'm gonna bring that image back here and I'm going to split it in half. But first I need it to be full size of the canvas. Now I'm gonna slice it in half. Let me show you exactly what I mean. I'm gonna slide this over until I see a red or pink line in the middle. You see that? Right there in the middle. Now I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate the image and get the other half of the image in there until I see the pink line again. There we go. And make sure your image is also centered. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can either just download it all over again as a PNG, or you can try it the way that I'm about to do it, which is hover over both parts, select them and group both together. Now what I'm going to do is slide it up. So you want to make sure it stays centered. Keep this pink line right in the middle. Go up halfway of the canvas until you see the pink line going straight across. And you see that pink line right there? That's where you want to leave it. Now we're going to go ahead and duplicate, select it, duplicate, and do the same thing for the other half until you see that pink line again and let go. Now we're going to go ahead and save this. as a PNG. So you can bring it up to 5,000, but 3,500 is just fine for me. So that's where I'm gonna keep it. Go to page 3, download that. Remember, we're not doing transparent background because you wanna keep that background color. I'm gonna drag that over to Canva again. And now you have your very own seamless pattern. So to test it out, we're going to go ahead and take the graphic, move it over to a corner. We're gonna slice it into 4s. Now to make sure it is a seamless pattern, all you have to do is select the image and you see these 4 dots on the edge. You want to go ahead and drag it up into the corner and duplicate for each corner. So let's duplicate, move that over to the right corner, make sure they meet, duplicate to the bottom right corner, duplicate again over to the left bottom corner. And there you have it, your very own seamless pattern. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like on a couple of mockups. Leave it at 3,500, that's fine. Bringing that image back over to Canva. Once it's downloaded, like I said before, you can use this pattern for literally anything. This is a Canva mockup, just drag and drop. And this is what it could look like as a gift wrap. Let's go ahead and go to position and move the frame up to the front. I'm gonna drag this over. There we go, position it back down. There we go. That's what it looks like as a gift wrap. You can also use it as a phone wallpaper. Wait for that to load. Actually, yeah, we need to drag that out. Okay, oh, hold on. Fill, yes, apply changes. There's your new wallpaper, and you can also use it as a phone case as well. Just double click to fill it in. Not sure why Canva mockups do this. And there you have it. You can use your seamless pattern for literally anything. It's very versatile. Notebook covers, gift wraps, calendar covers, a digital phone wallpaper, or even a phone case. And we did all of this using only tools in Canva. Plus here is when I decide to sell this, I don't have to worry about Canva coming after me, violating any of their policies, because I created these myself using AI. This is all me. So if you have any questions about any of the steps I went over in this video, definitely let me know. And as I said before, you can find all of these prompts inside of my free community, the Creator Hub. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.